What really happened to Brandon Lawson, a Texas native who disappeared under mysterious circumstances on a summer night in 2013? This is a story that has puzzled investigators and true crime enthusiasts alike. A story filled with cryptic phone calls, potential chases, and a haunting 911 call that still sends chills down the spine. On the 9th of August, 2013, Brandon Lawson had an argument with his girlfriend. Struggling with substance abuse issues, he decided to leave their San Angelo home and head to his father's house. But fate had a different plan. He ran out of gas on Highway 277 in Texas. Alone and stranded, Lawson reached out to his brother. In the conversation, he mentioned being chased by 3 individuals. Things took a drastic turn when Lawson placed a 911 call. His voice was confused, he mentioned being in a field, and again he spoke of being chased. But the mystery deepens. Despite several calls between Lawson, his brother, girlfriend, neighbor, and the 911 dispatcher, poor cell phone reception led to a frustrating game of missed connections. When a sheriff's deputy arrived at Lawson's abandoned truck, there was no sign of Lawson. One of the most chilling aspects of the Brandon Lawson case are the phone calls he made that night. Let's delve deeper into these eerie calls. First, there was the call he made to his brother, where he mentioned being chased by 3 individuals and asked for help. His voice was filled with desperation, a clear indication that he was in imminent danger. Then came the cryptic 911 call. Lawson, sounding confused and disoriented, mentioned being in a field and again spoke of being chased. The dispatcher struggled to understand his ramblings due to poor cell reception, but the fear in Lawson's voice was unmistakable. The analysis of these calls has left many baffled. The confusion, fear, and urgency in Lawson's voice paint a picture of a man in fear for his life. But who was chasing him and why? These calls, filled with fear and confusion, only add to the mystery of Lawson's disappearance. Was he hallucinating due to substance abuse, or was there a genuine threat? The answers remain elusive, as does the fate of Brandon Lawson. The question arises, was Lawson hiding? He had an active arrest warrant at the time, and it's plausible he avoided the deputy for fear of arrest. Yet, this doesn't explain his disappearance. A search party was organized, scouring the area for any sign of Lawson, but they found nothing. For years, the case went cold, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a family in despair. Fast forward to February 2022, a shocking discovery rekindles interest in the case. Clothing, identified as Lawson's, was found near his last known location, but the discovery didn't end there. Human remains were also found, leading the Texas Rangers to believe they could belong to the missing man. In the world of true crime, the Brandon Lawson case stands out for its chilling details, cryptic phone calls, and baffling disappearance. It's a story that reminds us that sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. To summarize, on that fateful night in 2013, Lawson left his home following an argument, ran out of gas on a Texas highway, and made a series of phone calls indicating he was being chased. His truck was found abandoned, and despite an extensive search, no sign of Lawson was found until 9 years later, when clothing identified as his and human remains were discovered near his last known location. Even as we wait for DNA results to confirm the identity of the remains, the mystery of what happened to Brandon Lawson continues to intrigue and baffle. It's a tale that echoes through the annals of true crime, a stark reminder of the mysteries that lurk in the shadows of the everyday.